Hi, and welcome back to Literature of Science 101. We have been talking about philosophy a lot on my channel this week, so I decided that it was a good day to start reading The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. I hope I said that right, I'm not sure. Now, because I'm going to be focusing a lot moving forward on the philosophy of science, what is and is not science, logic and reasoning is a central part of that. I do want to talk more about the philosophical underpinnings of the works that we're going through. So for this book, just in the introduction, we can see that that the author, Mr. Dobelli, tells us right away that he was influenced by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, who is a student or expert on the English and Scottish Enlightenment and the work of David Hume in particular. Now, if you're thinking the Enlightenment and this focus on intellectualism can really be an issue and has really been used to justify some really ugly ideas that are both ethically and intellectually incorrect, that that says that being intellectually excellent is the only thing that matters, and that's been used to really harm vulnerable people. I completely agree with you, but also the idea that the ability to use logic and reasoning belongs to one group more than another, and that certain people are inherently better than it, is what we call scientific racism, and it is also intellectually a fallacy as well as being ethically incorrect. So what I'm saying is that when we talk about critical thinking and logic, you're right to think that it's been kind of co-opted by one group to harm others, but you would be wrong to think that all people shouldn't be empowered to master critical thinking and reasoning. Around this time, Mr. Dobelli started studying and reading up on cognitive and social science approaches to quote-unquote heuristics and biases. Those are some concepts I've mentioned that I really want to talk about more. I'm going to read this excerpt. The failure to think clearly, or what experts call a cognitive error, is a systematic deviation from logic, from optimal, rational, reasonable thought and behavior. By systematic, I mean that there's not just occasional errors in judgment, but rather routine mistakes, barriers to logic we stumble over time and again, repeating patterns through generations and through the centuries. For example, it is much more common that we overestimate our knowledge than that we underestimate it. Critical thinking skills can be developed and nurtured by reflecting on principles like this, which have been studied and proven through rigorous scientific investigation by people from multiple perspectives as far as fields of study and thought. Like in this excerpt, we talk about sociology and we also talked about cognitive science. Developing these skills in today's world where we're just inundated constantly with so much information, a lot of it designed to dysregulate our concept of reality, to be honest. Developing critical thinking skills is it is psychological self-defense. So whatever your background, I encourage you to engage in critical thinking and reasoning, and if you feel so compelled, to look for resources like this book, The Art of Thinking Clearly, that lay out some really great tools to understand and address this.